Oh, I kind of forgot to get something to drink. Give me just a second. All right. Man, this PC is making so much noise. You probably can't hear it though. You can? Wait. Let me check that. I mean, from the stream, I can't hear the noise from the PC. And you most definitely can't hear it because I can see on OBS it's not being picked up by the microphone. You... Oh, me. Yeah, you can hear me, okay. Well, let's continue. Gotta do something quick, be back in 5. Oh no! Rubbish. Do you want me to wait for you? Play? Alright. We don't need that much information. You can say, did you go into the washing closet? Water closet. That's what WC stands for, right? Anyway, you go ahead. Boulder Dash, that's a fun stage. I mean, you only really need to zigzag if you're speedrunning, otherwise you can play normally. I'm gonna start now, but let me just tell you something. Just one small thing. Armor King, Heat, mid Power Crush, plus frames on block. That's all. Let's check our inventory. We've got the axe, the crowbar, and the Pt.8. We've got plenty of toolkits, bandages, the sushi. And you know why I think it's weird? I have a strange feeling that I'm close to the end of the game. Of course I haven't checked. I've played throughout the whole game without looking at anything related to the game. No interviews, no playthroughs, no concept art, no music, no behind the scenes, no comments from the voice actors, nothing. Um, but where was I going with this? So one of the reasons why I find weird. So maybe the game isn't going to end right now, but one of the reasons that I find weird is because if I go here, I don't have. First of all, it just won't let me increase the number of Omamori slots that I have. And I have it looks like it fits like at least 3 more, right? Then I've never used this one here before. This item is very similar to one that exists in Dark Souls, but it doesn't revive you. In Dark Souls, there's a similar item, like a ring that breaks when you die, and it lets you keep your souls. So usually in Dark Souls, you lose your souls, and the place where you die, you have to go back to get them. Yes, I sense a feeling of finalization. And yeah, maybe we're in for a plot twist. I hope so. And maybe I should use one of these like now so I don't use during battle. But so far the durability is fine. I'll keep an eye out. So it's been almost 19 hours of playtime. And I was telling this, so before I move on to here, I was saying this earlier, but I might as well say it here so when I rewatch it, I remember. Up until now, stuff has happened, and like events have happened, and there have been a lot of cutscenes, and everything's been very nice. But on the larger scale, it doesn't really feel like a lot has happened to me. I keep bringing it back to Silent Hill 2, but I'm really not comparing this game to Silent Hill 2. But Silent Hill 2 is a game that is actually pretty short, I think, compared to the games we have now. It's pretty short. But within that short amount of time where you play the game, to me it feels like a lot of things happen, and you start discovering. There's a lot of sense of discovery and clues and hints, and throughout the whole game, the first thing that you see in this game with Hinako not getting along with her parents and just leaving the house, and the whole thing with the Sakuko, Rinko, and Shu, you start with that, and then throughout the game, it's still that, and then we're at the end of the game, and it's still that. if we are at the end of the game. I mean, I get that with James's story, it was about Mary, but when you meet other characters and you get to know them, you might get a sense of perspective from the outside, like, wow, this guy's not really right in the head, right? And James, as he meets the characters and as he talks to them, you kind of get the feeling that James is like the most normal person there, even though he's a bit awkward. But he's not, because he did something terrible. He's probably one of the worst people there, right? If not the worst people there. The worst person, sorry. And you get, like, it happens, you know, like, there are things that hint towards it, but once it's confirmed, and it's very clear to you, it's like, you know, things switch around very quickly. And you go throughout the game meeting these characters and going through these, like, memorable situations. You know, when Maria is feeling sick, so you have to leave her at the hospital, and you have to go around the hospital to find things to then leave the hospital. That's memorable. The prison area as well, where the fat kid is there. I think his name is Eddie. There are certain locations that are all very memorable, and things that happen that give me a sense of, like, adventure through many different scenarios. But in this game, everything feels very the same. It feels like it didn't really evolve. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. Because it's one thing that sticks throughout the entire game. And the only progression there is Hinako just becoming either more insane or less conscious, but now fighting back as well. What you said, yeah. I mean, it's clear that I made progress, but I don't feel like I made progress, you know? Like the school level as well. It felt too small. And that's about the size of a school you'd expect from, like, a small village. Like, it's appropriate to this place where she lives, to Ebisugaoka. But it felt short. I'm not sure. Is the game trying to make me feel like Hinako? As in, she's trying to get around, she's trying to progress, but she only sees herself back in the beginning, like she doesn't see herself moving forward at all, as well. That might be... I'm not sure if that's by design or if it's accidental. I just don't quite feel like a lot has happened. There's the parallel between the real world and the Foxman world, and then they intertwine and they switch. They start blending and then they flip, right? There's the whole Hinako's house level, where she goes through different, dates in time in her house. Yeah, the only reason why I brought up Silent Hill 2, like I said, is because they're, as of now, I think Silent Hill 2 is actually shorter than what I have played so far in this game. But if within the same amount of time, it feels like more happens in Silent Hill 2 than in this game. And the segments with the Foxman as well, they're long when you see the playtime, I guess, but they're all very. I don't have a problem with the pacing. The pacing is fine, but it's like it takes a long of time because it's very ritualistic, and rituals take a lot of time. So you spend a lot of time with the Foxman doing things, but the things that you do don't amount to a lot of like events that change things. I mean, they do change things because she ends up sawing off her own arm and losing her face and getting her back burned. But it's like you do this thing and then you pass out, and then you take a long walk and you replace your arm with a fox arm, and then you go back and then you replace your face with a fox mask, and then you go back, you pass out again, and then you come back again, then you go. If you played the Foxman segments from start to finish without all the transitions, it wouldn't amount to much. Yeah, what you said, GDH. Anyway, with that all that yep aside, let's continue. This is where I fought Sakuko, the demon version. I remember this part too. And I also remember the part with where she has to deal, well, not deal, she has to like say goodbye to Rinko, Sakuko, and Shu. The Sakuko, the Rinko in the cage, getting thrown into the lava was funny. Like I remember all those segments. Hello, Ravage. You haven't missed much. I've only been talking about my experience so far. In a very summarized fashion. I think what I was saying was that even though it's been 18 hours, it feels like Silent Hill 2. A lot more happened in Silent Hill 2 in the same amount of time than in this game. You know what I mean? Like, the game is... There are events in the game, but... There are a lot of things happening. Yeah, and in Silent Hill 2 you also went to a lot of places. I think the map was also a bit bigger. Though to be fair, there are two different maps, like in terms of architecture, because Silent Hill, the normal and the nightmare version, I don't count them as two maps. Even though there are differences, like here like these the Foxman realm, it is an entirely different map and it is spacious. But I don't know what it is. There is just something about this game that feels lacking. I haven't even finished the game. I feel like the game is about to finish, but I wish. Does this mean that I like the game? Because I wish there was more. I wish there was more. Does this mean that I like the game? And another thing is, in Silent Hill 2, you're given free roam. This is something I haven't mentioned yet, but you're given free roam throughout Silent Hill, and then you take a bit of a narrow path, but then you can explore a bit, and then there's a bit of a narrow path, and then you go into a big area, like a new area, and then you can explore around like either the hotel, the hospital, something like that. Here, you start at the top of Ebisugaoka in Hinako's house, and then you go down a straight line. Even though the entire town is at your disposal, you go down a straight line into the cutscene with Rinko, Sakuko, and Shu, where the fog monster first appears. And then you go in a straight line again. You run away from the fog monster, and then you go in a straight line again to back to where Sakuko and Rinko were, the candy store, and then you go on a straight line again. Do you see what I mean? Like, you're not given really a lot of. There are a few branching paths, but you're not given as much freedom to explore. It feels feels linear. Like, it follows the story, and in Silent Hill 2 the story is also linear, but it feels even more linear than that. If it feels like you can't really go around. You can only go around in areas when it's like find 3 crests or find the big key, and then you have like this big area where you can go around and see rooms and whatnot in the Foxman areas. Curiously enough, the Foxman areas, which are areas which in the story is an area where the more you spend time on, the less freedom you have, because Hinako starts to become molded in accordance to the Foxman. So you know what I mean, right? Like, she is changed to suit him. Those stages are the ones where you can freely explore more. But the real world, the town, those are the places where it's more linear. You don't have as much freedom. Might be reading too much into that. Not even sure if they were thinking about the relation between gameplay and the story like that, but anyway, let's move on. I know it's just the lighting, but her hair looked like Reina's. It looked purple. Well, now I'm here. I believe his name is Kuruoshiki, not Kuroshiki. I think it's Kuruoshiki. But check on the wiki. Silent Hill 2 was already completed. Pooper team had only to copy paste to Unreal Engine 5 what has been given to them, so the game was awesome. But Bloober team added quite a bit of things. In this game, you have half the exploration like in Resi 3. It doesn't mean the game is bad; it's just missing something. I guess that's a good way to put it. But I think wasn't Resi 3 the remake even shorter than this? Wasn't it like 4 hours? Or am I remembering wrong? But I'm talking about the original too. Like the original Silent Hill 2. Bloober team or not.
まさかまだ生き残っていようとは。
お姉ちゃんは所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何なの？あなたいつから飲んでるの？そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？
全然大丈夫だよ。これを飲むと落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私にかなわないで。これが全ての根源。
Man, she looked like me playing Jack today.
お前は私の全てを奪った。サクコもリンコもシュウも奪い、お父さんもお母さんも。私を返せ。奪った全てを返せ。
But isn't that you? Shiromuku. Isn't that you? Man, she's all Damn. She's on drugs, man. Oh, combo! Oh, come on, grab. Am I dead? Not yet. I need to figure out where the gaps are. I see. Okay, so when she spins, I can counter. Hello, Flake, by the way. Ah, I missed it. There you go. Nice. Big bonk! Bonk! Another one.
その程度か。
You have to ask. Oh, look at the ground. Nice shot. Oh, another one. Whoa, run. No, I didn't tell you to attack. Like... I pushed R1 to switch menus. Oops. My bad. She didn't finish it. Yeah, she wasn't done with her strings. Okay, I dodged the command grab this time. Alright, not this time. Okay. Don't tell me you're dead already.
私が全てを奪う。
Whoa. I think I just have to hit it. Whoa. I was paying attention to that actually. I knew I saw the fake outs. The command grab came out delayed. Like she doesn't command grab immediately when she dashes towards you. Oh, not this again. Actually, you know what? How about I try to run away? Yeah, I think it's time to use the sushi actually. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge that attack. You just have to take that hit. I imagine if it's higher difficulty, there must be some way to dodge it, otherwise you get bodied. Oh, you see that? You know, maybe I have to dodge a different way. Maybe my timing was off. I thought it was, my timing was okay. Oh, I saw it. There was a gap there. I couldn't do it in time though. Okay, so if you sidestep to the right, you can dodge it. Let me see if I can interrupt this. What if I use focus? Nope. I don't know what to do about that move. Oh yeah, she's got two big arms now. Alright, do you see the second hit of that? You can counter it. Ouch. gonna be time to use the sushi again. Man, are you hallucinating? Oh damn, she's recovering, what? She's got infinite, pills? Whoa, how many of there are there? Man, is she like overdosing on these pills? She's got like infinite stamina and she keeps recovering health. Is she like completely... She's on drugs. Yeah, she's definitely on drugs. Whoa, hello? Oh. Wait, that was like a human being, right? The voice? There's like a trail of pills. What the hell is going on? Wait, are those actual like people from the tower? She's going nuts. Was she on drugs this whole time? Please don't let the justification be she's on drugs. Are these like random people from her town, or are they like her parents? And if so, just whack them. Yeah, she's not. She doesn't know what the hell she is. She's having like a... Yeah, she's definitely hallucinating now. There's like pills all over the... I'm not taking any of the pills though. I'm picking them up, but I'm not taking them. Wait, that's the fox man. Oh, you're gonna whack the fox man too? he's kind of cool, but you have to whack him. Yeah, she's like going crazy with the drugs, man. She's like she's. Oh. See, how do you say like when like drugged out people are in the state of like super like in a like what's it called? Like they have so much adrenaline that they can't feel anything. Even if you shoot them like 3 times in the leg, they still keep walking towards you. She's like zombie mode now. I didn't take Hinako for an abuser of drugs. She's at her house now. She's everywhere. She's all over the place. Dangerous woman with a pipe. Who are you? Oh, this business again? I'm not taking any of that. I'm not taking any of that traitor business today. You gonna learn today. Yeah. Oh, you put a pipe in it. Well, she's got loads of stamina now. But where's everyone else? No, seriously, like, what is going on? You're back here? Weren't you trying to escape here? What's the big idea? Damn it. Drugs.
もう少しの辛抱だ。
You're taking away too many. Whoa! Look at this. Is that the ambulance? I know it's ambulance.
春はいずくに変わらん。彼とちぎりし遠い日もぬばたまも黒き闇へと消え失せる。眼に映る男女の眼内にしなしみいまだに惑う身をぞ恨むる。
米川により県警本部、県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
羽倉町1より県警本部、一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず、被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局、女性被疑者は20代、花嫁装束、身長は 160cm 少々、常吉神宮より逃走中、凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い。各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町1、それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から採取。
I've got something to say. Yeah, new endings. I've got something to say. So there are more endings. I guess you can try to go through them. Look. I was just complicating things. It's a Japanese game, it's not that complicated. Okay, so here's the story. Hinako... Okay, this is the story in a summarized manner. Hinako was a kid who didn't like to be like... she wasn't going to go down the path of every other girl. She didn't get along with her parents, and she was more, I guess, athletic, and the people consider her boyish. Because of her problems with her parents, the pills that Shu's family gave her calmed her down, but she started abusing them and she began hallucinating. She had an arranged marriage. Here comes the arranged marriage part with the Foxman, who was supposed to be someone who would give her everything that she wanted. And as she did this, as she was going through all those stages, those preparations and the rituals, she was becoming more fit to become the Foxman's wife. So there were two people. There were the Hinako, the wife of the Foxman, who is the passed out, like completely unaware of what was going on, that has no personality and is just there to serve the Foxman. And there's the real Hinako, who is fighting against the wife of the Foxman. And the wife of the Foxman is someone who Hinako perceives to be as a monster because it's everything that she doesn't want to be. This clash in her head, this constant clash, plus the drug abuse, results in, at the end, in her very wedding, she goes insane and she kills everyone. Here I thought there was actually some cult level thing going on. There was maybe a curse in the town, the Tsuneki wanted revenge, something about preserving bloodlines. No, I think it was just that simple. I had a feeling, I told you that I had a feeling that the game was about to end, and it was lacking something. Now, there are many endings to this. Maybe in another ending there's some sort of resolution, but this is the main ending for this game. In all the Silent Hills, the main ending, even if they're not the true ending, usually the characters have some sort of resolution. They resolve something, right? They figure something out about themselves, and maybe it leaves on maybe a better note. The only thing that happens in this ending is we're given a clearer version of base reality. That isn't the entire town being covered in red and these flowers. The entire town being covered in these flowers might be like a symbol for I don't know if they do that over there, but like wedding flowers, you know, when they throw flowers at the people who are going to get married. Could it be something like that? But also the red spider lilies are death, and red is obviously blood. So it's Hinako going on a killing spree. Now, it says here, there are 4 more endings. I'm going to research on how to get them. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all of them. The game was alright to play. The combat was okay. It was pretty fun. But like you gain a weapon, or you gain a certain power, and then you're not given a lot of opportunities to use it. When she got the fox eyes, like the fox vision, she used it to like unlock a few doors, a few walls, and that was it. It had the whole, you know, like the pro god beast mode mechanic. It didn't get to use much of it. But the entire game, hammers a lot on a few different points. I'm not sure if it's trying to convey the message, or if it's about Hinako as a person being very conflicted about what she's supposed to do, what it's expected of her to do, and what she wants to do. Maybe it's that. And then what you see in this version of Silent Hill, all these monsters and red things, is like they're the manifestation of that internal conflict, let's say. So as the ending now occurred, I'm more inclined to think that while it had a few lines that sounded a bit suspicious, I don't think the intention of the author. Well, I'll go watch some interviews actually to see what his intention was. But you can take a few messages from the game that aren't the obvious that everyone is expecting them to be. But it turned out to be, I don't know, it turned out to be not, I don't know, I think the game is kind of disappointing, even though I was having fun. I was having fun playing the game and doing the things, solving the puzzles, watching the cutscenes. I can't say that I wasn't. But I really was expecting more from a character like Hinako. I think I'm going to probably forget about a lot of this game. I don't think I'm going to look back on this game and go like, hey, remember when this happened? Because a lot of it is just hammering. Most of the game is hammering on Ninko and Shu and Sakuko. On the petty drama. I'm not sure what to think about the game, because it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And I like playing it, so I can't say that I don't like it. I just wanted the themes to be different. I just wanted it to be something else in terms of story. I wasn't satisfied with the story, I think. I don't think I was very satisfied with the story. What do you think? The people who have been following this stream. All this came till the end is about a little girl, and in the end there's this wedding day. Looks to me like Hinako is always this little girl trapped in a woman's body. I think, we'll go on. Yeah, maybe we have different ways of interpreting it. I think the same as you, but when you say little girl, you probably think of, you know, someone childish. Like, you know, when you have 46-year-old me, but you still play games, enjoy doing stuff like a 15-year-old. I had a feeling you were about to say that. But I was going to go through a different route, which is... I think she was a little girl in the sense that she still had her... like, her curiosity and her... Okay, I'm going to use a combination of words that's going to sound suspicious and weird, but I'll explain it to you. At least, okay, so when I went to school, we didn't separate boys from girls. Everyone played together. And you'd expect boys to go and play football and, you know, tackle each other and fight or something, then the girls to talk about gossip. At school, I don't think I remember that happening. And I'm talking about when we were about, you know, 10, 12 years old. I don't think that happened. Everyone just kind of played with each other in whatever. In my case, for example, what I did was I had 2 other friends, well 3, but mostly 2 that I hung out with during recess. And what we did was we would do the stupidest things. We would like freestyle act. Okay, let me explain that. I was like, imagine you're doing theater in real time, but like I was like the director and the actor. I would, for example, 2 other people with me, right? And I would say, okay, so I'm that. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And they say, oh, I want to be this, or I want to be that. Okay, cool. So I'm this, and I say da 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 da. Like I say a voice line, and I say, and then you say da 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 da, and then the person would say it, and then I said, okay, now this happened, and you do this, and now you do this, and now I'm gonna say da 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 da. Now you say da da da. Now you say da 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 da. And now this happened, and I was like, bum 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 bum, like non-stop acting, freestyle, all nonsense. But that's how we played. And then later, yeah, people then started playing like football. I didn't like playing football, but people in like 5th grade, people were nice to me, so I would play with them sometimes. And the girls would also play football with us. I remember that. Or you know, people would just sit while the other people played football, and they would talk to each other, boys and girls. Like, we didn't separate. So the combination of words I was going to say was like genderless fun, which is you as a human being, as an individual, you do an activity that you have fun with another person and other people, and it has nothing to do with what you are physically. Like, you can have fun playing like Scrabble, right? Or video games. There was none of this crap. There was never ever any of this crap. Girls like to gossip and boys like to play football. No, it's like everyone was just meshed together and having fun and doing things until it was time to get back into the classroom. You know what I mean? And so Hinako, I think, was always like that. And she just wanted to do her thing. But, you know, especially Japan, 1960s, was punishing behavior like that. Yeah, she wanted to be just that. And I think the Foxman really is supposed to be. The Foxman doesn't even have a name, and it doesn't matter what name it is, because it doesn't matter who he is. The Foxman is probably the person who she had the arranged marriage with, right? But it doesn't matter, because she doesn't care who he is. He's not important. Why is there pills? Top G? The pills. So that's something. The pills are related to the other part of her story, which is she doesn't get along with her parents because her father is an aggressive drunk idiot, and her mother just takes it and even defends him. And she uses them to calm herself down, but she abuses them, and she gets really nervous. Like, she's forced to go to the wedding, but she doesn't want to. She's getting really nervous, really angry, so she takes a bunch of pills, but she goes insane. And her head is just a big mess. She's got nothing else to live for, and starts swinging. I don't understand like the visual imagery of the fog monster killing her parents, and I don't know what role her sister plays in all this. I think the little doll is like it's Hinako's own consciousness. I think the little doll is Hinako's own consciousness, and she's always saying, "Don't trust the fox man. Turn away. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go there. Don't trust the fox man," because she doesn't want to get married. It's not her sister. It's not Junko. Junko allegedly understood Hinako and was friends with her. And she was the one making amends with the family. But, man, shut up. I'm trying to understand what's going on in the story. Jesus. But what? I'm just trying to understand if the way that Junko is depicted, her sister, because she looks dead. Does it mean that she's dead? Or does that mean she is metaphorically dead to Hinako? Because she was always the one telling her, look, this is the easy way out. There would be like a puzzle and she would give her the solution. It didn't give Hinako the chance to become better and think for herself. Because that was never the intention. She said, you know, the quickest way to solve everything in your life is just get married to someone else. So she probably ended up not liking her sister anyway. And so at the end she was a lot like, why are you siding with these people? Why are you siding with them? I thought you were my friend. But you're just telling me to go along with this? And then she started taking all those pills and Junko just froze. She's gone now. Now Junko is the same as everyone else. No sister. Dead. She starts swinging. I think it's something along those lines. It can't be anything more complicated. I wish it was something more complicated because throughout the entire game I was commenting and I was giving meaning to a lot of imagery and actions and events. But honestly, the guy who wrote this was probably like, yeah man, so like this shit and then the marriage and then bah. I mean, I guess you can have Hinako solve her arm, that's cool. That was, you know, from everything that happened in the story, yeah, the part with the arm was probably the most grotesque. But from this writer, I think I kind of expected more. When the game gave me a heads up for torture scenes, I'm not. This was definitely, you know, painful for her, and I didn't like. I mean, how do you say? It's uncomfortable to watch it happen to Hinako because I'm, you know, it's obvious what I'm saying, right? It's not like I feel sorry for her, but you know, you don't want that to happen to someone like that. I don't have any reasons to dislike Hinako, you know, she was just given a bad hand. But, should I make like a conclusion video to follow up on this? I think I'm going to do that actually. But maybe I can do it off stream. I think the big message here is that everyone goes over to Slavic Insiders. That's another message you can extrapolate from the game. Except, you know, this kid was very chaotic against its own adult self. I think I'm going to make a video. I'm going to try to articulate my words, and then I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to export this VOD there, and maybe in the next few days I'm going to stream the game, try to get a few different endings. But yeah, I think I'll make that video. Hey, I'll catch you later, yeah? UFO ending needs to have that cool dog. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I'll catch you later. I'm going to record the video before people arrive to go to sleep, otherwise people they have to work. Anyway, I'll see you later. Wait. I just forgot something very important to mention. So wait, there's one important thing I have to mention. And the stream can't end without it. I'm not sure if you already know about it, but
so maybe we are just blips in a void of nothingness. And now it's time for me to walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away.
it's time for me